Hi everyone, welcome back to Endless Sky. I am Sir Tristan. Let's continue our adventures through the galaxy. So, I still have a few missions to wrap up, and these have been not just transport missions, but these have actually been story or mini-story related missions that I've picked up by going to the spaceport at various locations. So the closest one is to still drop off these scientists here at Sheraton. I'm not sure why it's grayed out up here at the top, but we should have more than enough. Or we do have more than enough bunk space. They're already aboard, so should be no problem at all. I do have clothing I forgot to sell last time, so let's go ahead and sell off the clothes. There we go. We want to plot out our course, and it looks like that will take us through Ka. So let's take a look at this mission here. 113k, seems pretty good. Go ahead and accept that one. And then we'll need to take we're here. 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps to Difta. So let's take a look at what we can buy or sell there. Medical supplies seems to be the biggest thing, so let's buy some medical supplies. And then we can depart. As you can see, I've got my full complement of 3 transports and supposed to be 4, there's the 4th, 4 sparrows to kind of protect us. So let's make the jumps to Difta, and I'm going to make sure that whenever I land on a planet, I'm going to go to the spaceport. That's something that I started doing more often in the last episode, and it's led to several of these kind of unique story-based missions, I think. And so hopefully that can perhaps reveal more of the world to us and unlock some more quest chains. That would be the ideal scenario. Trying to say situation and scenario together, so situario. There's some combat, but we're going to go ahead and land. Yep, we're in the right area. Slowly inch our way down towards the planet. Drop off the medical supplies, which I think is doing a pretty good thing. Wow, looks like they need it. It's a highly industrialized world. Exporting electronics to the syndicate. So yeah, they need the medicine. We are going to sell it to them. We didn't make a ton, but that's alright. Let's visit the spaceport. Nothing really at the spaceport. 500 years old. As many ports from that era, constructed from a single large complex. Alright. So next up we have more missions, perhaps. Rush delivery to Lodestone. It's just 1 jump away. Then we have another one. So, single passenger, so we can go ahead and pick up both of these. Oh, I have this already. Oh, okay, I didn't go far enough. That's right. I forgot that the quest was for Ka, not Difta. So that's correct. Alright, so from here, we know we're going to make 1 jump over. It's probably not even worth it, honestly, for that much, but that's okay. We want to transport industrial goods. Over. Let's buy some industrial. And this is just going to be a short 1 jump. Oh, all my sparrows got left behind. Why, sparrows? Why? Alright, well, I'm going to have to go back for them. I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and finish this trade route, and then I will return for them. So I made those credits, and I'm going to sell off the industrial supplies. I'm making a little bit of money here and there. And so what, I'm just going to go ahead and do this very quickly so that I can get back and pick up those ships. I do want to return to Freya and see if I can continue that storyline some. I do feel like that's going to be worth pursuing. I am mostly sure you guys don't want to watch me just fly around the galaxy without any kind of larger goal in mind. Alright, so we're about to finish up this last quest. Not finish it up, but just hit the halfway point. And I believe we'll have to return them to where we came from. Which is fine, because, again, I need to pick up my sparrows. Oh wait, one is caught up. There's one. I'm so confused. Can they catch up on their own? They can. Look at that. They are catching up. Alright. What? What's happened? Did I not do this right? I am on Sheraton, right? Oh, I have to pick them up from Bellatrix first. Oh. Right. Okay. Here's another one. An escort. Where's Celebar? Oh, so I have to escort them down here. No, I don't think so. I think I'll just jump up to Bellatrix. This is getting all of a sudden a lot longer than I meant it to be. But that's alright, we'll just make these jumps. Okay, so the ships did catch up on their own. That's interesting. I did not know that they would do that. I feel like before I've left ships behind and had to go back for them. I guess that's actually been when they've been injured, right? So they can't actually fly off on their own. So I do like that the ships have gotten a little bit smarter. Oh, wait a minute, no. I only have two of my 3 transports, though. The scientists have been giddily discussing the results of their research during the entire trip. They're happy for a bit of peace and quiet as they make tracks for a prominent research lab to have the results analyzed. You prepare for the return journey to Sundive. Let's hit I. Okay, so there's my 3rd hauler. They're all in the Bellatrix system. Perhaps it's just not showing up in the list. Okay, so it's just not showing up in the list. I was very worried for a second there. All my ships have arrived. Good. Let's actually go ahead and land here again. Check the spaceport. No additional missions. Oops, we'll go ahead and jump back to Sheraton. I don't know why I thought that I had already picked up these passengers, but that's okay. Our little fleet is going to make these jumps. Protect us, interceptors. I don't think they did anything. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, good. And we'll land. Yeah, a lot of these missions now have become go somewhere then return, which does make it kind of hard to make these kind of loops of long missions. There we go. Bid goodbye to the scientists and accept the payment. Nothing happening at the spaceport. So perhaps now we head back down to Aldehibane. Seems like a good thing to do. We can stop off at Delta Capricorn, or Delta Capricorni. Pick up these missions. 3 passengers and an escort. So we can accept both of these. No. And accept that one. Then let's take a look and see what they need. Food. Wow, look at that. Okay. We are definitely making use of this. Wish I had 7 or 8 more transports. Alright, we can make this. 1, 2, 3. Yep, we can make all these jumps. We have our transport ship. I think it's probably this one here that we're going to transport. Yeah, it is. So hopefully we can all jump out together. Good. And we know now from experience that our other ships will catch up. Assuming they don't get shot. Good. Good, good, good. Seems like we're running into pirates everywhere we go, though. Oh, they followed us. That actually could be really bad. Nope. Okay, good. Combat is so fast, it's just like every single time I come under fire, I'm really worried about getting destroyed. But so far, we've been pretty successful. Alright, hopefully they didn't follow us. I don't even think they can follow us. I just think we're getting unlucky with random spawns there, but... Okay, land quickly, please. Very nice. Got our 22 credits and our 120 credits as well. Sell off all the food. Alright. Very, very nice. Someone told me about a new... I don't want to spoil it too much, but some aliens, basically. They exist up in this area. However, as you can see, I have no way to track any of these, how to track any of these systems. I just have to fly in there, basically, and hope that somewhere in here is a place where I can buy a map. Actually, we've done that before. If you remember, it's like episode 4 or 5. We actually did fly up in here, and there was nothing. So, I don't feel like taking that path, I don't think, right now. Let's take a look at the missions. Another escort. And a family of mill workers. Transport a team of scientists. Oh, it's actually this mission. Okay. Oh, it's actually both of these. So we can, on the way back to home, we can actually swing through here. I think I could do this one too. So let's accept both of these. And this one as well. We're just going to swing through 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Should be relatively easy. We're closer to the center. Now I think it really did leave some ships behind. The Sheraton, the one at Sheraton and the one at Ruchba. Well darn. Can I sell them from here? They don't really seem to be doing that much anyway. I don't know. A little bit of buyer's remorse, perhaps. It's like, oh, why did I waste that 2 million on those ships? They're not even doing anything for me. But that's okay. I'm sure I'll be back at some point. Pay off the, or get the credits for the captain. Go to the spaceport. We got nothing. Let's finish up this quest chain here and jump back to Rasselhague, or Hagu. Try to land. Please don't hurt my interceptors. You drop off the team of scientists on Oblivion. They thank you for helping them out and pay you 40,000 credits. Not bad. Let's make a jump here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's upsetting. I'll see if I can't sell them. I just thought, hey, it might be nice to have some more ships just to kind of protect me, but they die so easily. It was perhaps not worth it. But you learn as you go, right? Slowly going to land. On the entire return journey, Eric and Alaric have been busy showing Amy geological survey maps of Rand and asking her for ideas. The moment you land, they hurry off the ship. I'm going to show Amy around, says Eric, but meet us in the spaceport bar later if you want to help out with whatever we do next. Alaric hands you 140,000 credits as payment for your services, and then follows after them. Go to the spaceport? Alright. Alaric, Eric, and Amy are having a heated conversation at the table in the bar. When they see you, Alaric says, okay, let's let Captain Quasar be the tiebreaker. He motions you to join them. Quick pause, there's 3 of them, so how can there be a tiebreaker? Amy explains, based on my data, it appears that Rand once had a cooler, more moist climate, but the trouble is it has almost no axial tilt. That means no changing seasons, Eric explains. The result is that much of the planet is very hot, but the poles are very cold. Nearly all the planet's water has migrated to the poles and ended up frozen in the ice caps. Because the weather is so unchanging here, nothing ever prompts the water to melt again and rejoin the hydrological cycle. Are you suggesting we melt the ice caps somehow? That would be the traditional terraforming approach, she says, using orbital mirrors or geothermal power, or something similar to evaporate the ice caps at a faster rate than new ice is being deposited. That approach would take a century or so. This is where Amy's plan gets a bit scary, says Alaric. I'm proposing crashing a medium-sized asteroid into the ice cap, she says. If we pick the right asteroid, we can control the amount of dust that is created. The result will be a sudden influx of variability that may allow the planet to revert to a wetter, more biodiverse state. We don't live there, so if you think that'll work, let's try it. Great, says Amy. I'll mark the asteroid on your radar. You just need to board it, install a small ion thruster, and wait for it to land on the planet, then return here. Oh boy, that sounds a bit exciting. I'm guessing we have to do that here. I do have a rush delivery, August 17th. It is the 15th. Why don't I go ahead and knock that mission out? Oops, jump. Because I only have like one more day. So if I land and then leave and then teleport, or not teleport, and then warp, I'm going to lose this mission. So let me go ahead and do this first. I do like these story missions. They are quite interesting. And hopefully you guys don't mind that I'm reading them. Alright. Drop off arm slings. Apparently a lot of people break their arms on Arabia. Maybe that's how you say hello. So you just snap somebody's arm. Maybe. Just dislocate a shoulder. How you doing, buddy? Crack. I don't know. Anyway. Let's return back to Zeta Aquila to find that asteroid. Alright, so she said she marked it on the map. Oh, that's a big pirate. I don't think we're gonna make it. The first time in a long time, we are dead. Weren't quite dead, but I didn't want to wait and deal with having to beg for mercy. Because I only have a limited amount of money. I don't want to lose it. Alright, where's that asteroid? I see the two suns. I see the planet. Maybe it's this little small dot right here. Sure enough. Let's board this fella. Okay. Good. It's moving towards the planet nice and slowly. Nice and slowly. Nice and slowly. Even though it looks slow, I'm sure it's actually probably pretty fast. There it goes. It's landed. Let's go ahead and drop down. When you land, the sky already seems noticeably darker than before. Eric runs up to your ship. You did it, he says excitedly. A perfect hit. Now we just have to wait and see what the results are. Meet us again at the spaceport bar in a few hours, and Amy will have her initial measurements ready. He hands you a credit chip for 20,000 credits. That's it! Excuse me, I just remaneuvered an asteroid in space. I should get more than 20,000, I think. Anyway. By the time you meet up with Eric, Alaric, and Amy, the cloud cover already seems to have visibly increased. Amy is very enthusiastic. Atmospheric water vapor is on the rise, she says. The impact vaporized enough ice to form a small ocean. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a rainstorm here in a day or two. What's next, you ask? She says, I'd like to travel with you to New Portland and collect some seeds and cuttings from the plants that can handle a cooler world with dimmer light, since that's what we'll have here until the dust settles down. I'd say we need about 10 tons of cargo space. All right, let's do it. I'm kind of invested in the planet Rand. Let's actually read a little bit about it. The landing pads here are poured concrete, raised up slightly above the level of the desert to keep them from being buried in sand. A few workers are constantly driving brush sweepers across the unoccupied pads. The air is filled with sand particles and dust. Aside from the storage sheds, there are only 2 buildings, each with a large sign out front: labor and trade. Alright, so we need to go down here. But what I want to do is I want to travel back to Aldebane to see if Freya can give us some more missions. So let's take these 3, perhaps an escort, another escort, and a delivery. There we go. And we'll take a look at what this place needs. Heavy metals, okay. Buy or sell some heavy metals. Where are they? There we go. Good. Oh, there's medical equipment still. Hopefully it was still a profit. I mean, it said profit, but hopefully it was a large enough profit. Alright, and we will jump. Depart. Only have 1 sparrow left. All the others have just been kind of abandoned in various places. And that's alright. That would be cool if I could like send them off on missions and stuff. Like, hey, go work with such and such faction and protect the system for a while. And, you know, they have a random chance to get damaged or destroyed or whatever, but, you know, if you return after a while, then maybe they've got some money for you or something. That'd actually be pretty cool. You can kind of build up a business instead of just kind of a fleet that follows you around. Alright, let's turn these quests in. Escort, and dropped off the things, and we're going to sell. Why do I have food? Where am I picking up all these random things? There we go. Very nice. 2.7 million. That's quite good. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can make it. We can make it. Let's see what they need. Just to make a little bit of extra money. They actually need heavy metals as well. Darn. Because the price here has actually gone up a little bit. Alright, let's jump across. And hope that Freya has another mission for us. If I can't get more persistent missions, I'll go look up what I need to do to actually kind of start some of the main storylines, if I haven't already. Uh-oh, that looks really bad. No, stop. No, don't shoot it. Jump. Oh, sure, I'm glad I got destroyed. I think, you know what? I think the problem is I actually have auto combat on. So I'll actually turn that automatic aiming. That's what it is. Turn that off. That way I won't automatically reorient to enemy ships. So I'm in the right area, yes? No, not quite yet. Uh-oh. Hold out shields. Nice. And I'm going to land on Glaze and hope that Freya has more for me. You know, perhaps I should actually be piloting a sparrow. Okay, can I sell these? Oh, I can't. I mean, I can sell those, but I can't sell the ones that I don't have. Spaceport? No, Freya is not here. Well, that's a little disappointing, I must say. I've left them all behind now. Can I abandon them? Does it have cargo? It has food. Oh, does your crew need food? Surely not. I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not sure. Actually, let me land. Okay, I'm gonna land real fast. One more thing. here on Glaze. I'm actually going to make this guy first. There we go. So now when I depart, I'm in the Sparrow. I'm nice and fast. That's good. That's good. Because then I can land on planets quickly. And be vulnerable for less time. Alright, so I need to go over here to Rastaban. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that seems pretty good. Let's go ahead and land real quick. What are you shooting at? See what Rastaban needs. Or actually that's Delta Sagittari, I guess, but food, they need equipment, they need industrials. Oh, luxury goods, okay. They need a lot of stuff, but we'll go ahead and buy them some luxury. Oh, whoops, I never sold these heavy metals. Sell those, buy those. Depart out. 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll make the jumps. You know what, that's what it has been. Look at that, I'm such a goof. I don't have enough. These Sparrows did not have enough fuel in them to make all those jumps. They weren't getting damaged. They were just out of fuel. Well, actually, that one looks really damaged, doesn't it? Huh. Well, anyway. Some of them still have the fuel. So that's my bad. I didn't think about that. Leave me alone, Sparrows. Alright. Make one more jump to Delta Sagittari. And then we'll land. Okay, maybe the Sparrow's not faster because it overshoots the target every single time it jumps in. As soon as you land, Amy heads off to meet with some local biologists who she contacted during the trip over here. I think that would be whom. We'll be back at the spaceport in 2 hours, she says. Be sure to have 10 tons of cargo space free. You meet up with Amy and load the seeds and plant cuttings onto your ship. So how do you plan to seed the whole planet with these anyway? She says, my idea is to just disperse them in a few different locations and trust that they will spread over the next decade or so. We picked plants that are hardy and can spread very rapidly. What happens if the plants are too invasive? Well, she says, in order to keep the climate on Rand dynamic, they're going to need regular asteroid impacts every few decades. If these plants are too invasive, they can just wait an extra decade or so in between impacts and let the desert creep back in and kill off the invasive plants. They're going to have to keep smashing asteroids into the world? For a century or so, yes, she says, but that's a whole lot more economical than vaporizing the ice caps using traditional terraforming equipment. Come on, let's get back to Rand. Alright, well, her plan doesn't seem too solid to me. It seems like she's kind of guessing, but maybe we'll see when we return to Rand in the next episode. I think that I'm going to go ahead and call it here. This is February 5th, I believe, and still in the actually early stages of my challenge to upload a video every single day. So thank you guys so much for your support if you are following me along in this journey, and if not, then thank you for following me along in the Endless Sky Let's Play. I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. I'll see you next time.